Hello everyone! In this video, we will going to learn about degree of comparison. Before we start, I'd like to ask you, have you ever want to compare elephant and ant? Or giraffe and rabbit? This video will help you to learn how to compare in grammatical correct. First of all, we have to know, what is degree of comparison? Degree of comparison is a form of adjective that used to compare between two objects or more. Degree of comparison is compare about the adjective and adverb of the object. Degree of comparison divided into three types. First is positive degree. Second is comparative degree. And the last is superlative degree. First type is positive degree. Positive degree is one type of degree of comparison that used to describing an equal state between two objects. You can use the phrase as in a sentence to signify a positive degree. For the example is Tina is as tall as Bobby, because the height of Tina and Bobby is equal. Next example is Sunny is runs as fast as Joko, because their speed in running is equal. Positive degrees adjectives or adverbs doesn't have to be changed to another form. Positive degree formula. First formula is subject 1 plus to be plus as adjective as plus subject 2. Mountain A is as high as mountain B, mountain A being the subject 1. High is an adjective and mountain B is the subject 2. The second formula is subject 1 plus verb plus as adverb as plus subject 2. Yuna speaks as loud as Betty. Yuna as the subject 1, speaks is verb, loud is adverbs and Betty as the subject 2. The second type is comparative degree. Comparative degree is one type of degree of comparison that used to describe that one object that being compared is more than the other object. For the example, when you want to compare the size between hotel and house. In comparative degree form, you have to change the adjectives or adverbs by adding suffix er or more before the adjectives or adverbs. Example of word are faster, taller, higher, bigger, more difficult, and more handsome. We will compare hotel and house sizes so we can say, hotel is bigger than house. Next example is, science is more difficult than math. And the last example is Rena walks slower than Booty. Comparative degree formula. Comparative degree formula is divided into two patterns. Pattern 1. Subject 1 plus to be plus adjective plus plus then subject 2. Or subject 1 plus verb plus adverb plus plus then subject 2. Example of formula pattern 1. Tree A is taller than tree B. Tree A is the subject 1, taller is the adjectives, and trees 2 is subject 2. Or, Gina laughs louder than Jessica. Gina is subject 1, laughs is verb, louder is adverb, and Jessica is subject 2. Comparative degree formula pattern 2. Subject 1 plus to be plus more plus adjective plus than subject 2. Or, subject 1 plus verb plus more plus adverb plus then subject 2. Example of formula pattern 2. Meatballs is more delicious than fried rice. Meatballs is the subject 1, delicious is the adjectives, and fried rice is subject 2. Julian studies more cleverly than Rose. Julian is subject 1, studies is verb, cleverly is adverb, and Rose is subject 2. And the last type is superlative degree. Superlative degree is one type of degree of comparison that describes that one object being compared is the most than the other object. Superlative degree is use suffix est or most or the most. For the example, we want to compare the height of three friends, Edward, Chelsea, and Robert. This is the data of their height. Edward is 165 centimeters, Chelsea is 150 centimeters, and Robert is 155 centimeters. We want to find who's the tallest, so we can conclude that Edward is tallest in their friendship. Superlative degree formula. Superlative degree formula is divided into two patterns. Pattern 1. subject plus to be plus adjective plus est plus object comp, or subject plus verb plus adverb plus est plus object or comp. Example of formula pattern 1. Burj Khalifa is the highest building in the world. Burj Khalifa is the subject, highest is the adjectives, and in the world is complement. Or, Sarah runs fastest in this city. Sarah is subject, runs is verb, fastest is adverb, and in this city is complement. Superlative degree formula pattern 2. Subject plus to be plus most plus adjective plus object or comp, or subject plus verb plus most plus adverb plus object or comp. Example of formula pattern 2. Japan is the most beautiful country in Asia. Japan is the subject, beautiful is the adjectives, and in Asia is complement. Rina speaks most calmly in this class. Rina is subject, speaks is verb, calmly is adverb, and in this class is complement. Next is when we have to use suffix er, more, suffix est, and most. Number 1. When we have to use suffix er or est. Suffix er or est is used when the adjective or adverb have one syllable. The pronunciation of one-syllable word is with once pronunciation. One-syllable word. Example of one-syllable word is cheap, cheap. And the next is small, small. Number 2. When we have to use suffix er or est and more or most. We can use either est or more or most with adjectives or adverbs that have two syllables. The pronunciation is divided into two. Two syllables word. Example of two syllables word is happy. There are two syllables hap.py, happy. And the next is famous, fam, ooze, famous. Number 3. When we have to use more or most. We have to use more or most with adjectives or adverbs that have three syllables. The pronunciation is divided into three. Three syllables word. Example of three syllables word is beautiful. Beautiful is being pronounced with the three syllables. There are bow, ti, full, beautiful. And the next example is delicious. Jelly, ci, ooze, delicious. Irregular adjectives or adverbs. Irregular adjectives or adverbs is not follow the rules before. They usually have fixed forms for both comparative and superlative degrees, which can't be changed. For the example, good, best, and better. This is the end of my explanation. For the exercise and assignment, you can click link down below on the description box. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.